Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Mimi with Simply Sufficient Me, and today I'm going to be doing a budget with me video. Now, if this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss out on videos like this in the future. Let's get right into it. Now, as I've mentioned before, I am a semi-monthly income maker, which means that I only get paid 2 times per month. That's every 15th and every 30th of the month. Of course, if that month is February, then I'll get paid on the 28th instead of the 30th, since there's no 30th in February. So the check that I will be budgeting today is my October 15th paycheck. And I kind of consider this my first paycheck of the month, considering I do get paid on the 15th and the last day of the month. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So my income that I'm expecting for this paycheck, I kind of get paid the same every paycheck, every 15th and every 30th. It's kind of the same. So minus taxes, retirement account, and FICA or whatever it is that they take out of my check, I'm expecting to get $24.46. Now, I get the same number every paycheck. It doesn't change. And so with this, I am also expecting on the 15th a bonus. So I'm going to write that right here. I'm expecting a bonus of between $250 to $500. Now, the reason why I write it like this is because my actual bonus is $500. However, I'm not sure if they're going to give it to me in 2 paychecks, which means on the 15th, they'll give me $250, and then on another paycheck, they'll give me another $250. So because I'm not sure of how they're going to do it, or they're just going to give me the whole $500, I don't know. But with that being said, I'm just going to say $250 just to be on the safe side. So I'm expecting my $24.46 as my regular paycheck for the 15th. Plus a bonus of $250, maybe $500, but we're just going to say $250 just to be on the safe side. Okay, with my bills, the next thing I'm going to be taking out, first thing I guess before I can begin with my bills is to go ahead and calculate how much of that in all I will be receiving as income. So with my income, that's $246 plus $250 as my bonus. I will be receiving a total, and I'm going to write it right here, total of $26.96 as my October 15th paycheck. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with this number. First things first, I got to start off with my bills, okay? So my fixed expenses are all together. Let me make sure I go through my notes. Altogether, my fixed expenses are $27.09. And with these fixed expenses, of course, fixed expenses are those bills that do not change. They stay the same every month. All of my bills get deducted out of my checking account every month because I'm just not good at keeping up with days on when things are due. I've had it happen in the past before where I've woken up the next day and something was overdrafted or it was due. It got declined, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I am no longer going to be pulling my bills out of my account anymore. I'm just going to keep them in there, and whenever things are overdrafted, no, I'm sorry, not overdrafted, when they're auto drafted, I'm going to allow it to be as such. So my fixed expenses, those bills that do not change every month, which is my rent, my childcare expenses and tuition for my kids' school, my internet bill, bills like that all total up to be $27.09. And then my variable expenses total up to be $630. And these are bills that kind of change. Sometimes these are bills like my light bill, my water bill, those types of bills. And together we have $27.09. Can y'all see that? Okay. Plus $630 equals $3,339. So we'll have a total $3,339. Now, I will do another video where I will break down exactly how much of my bills, how much they cost, each category costs, and each individual item costs. However, for the sake of time, and because I don't want this video to be super long, I'm just going to give you guys the totals. That's it. So I have my total income. I have my total amount of bills, which is right here. And then I'm going to show you guys how I kind of break down my bills per paycheck. Again, I get paid twice per month. And so I like to take this number right here to $3,339, and I would divide it by 2. And this $1,609.50 is how much I know that I need to deduct from my paycheck and leave into my account. And that way all of my bills get deducted from whatever's left over, which I should have a total of $3,339 left over in my paycheck left over in my checking account. Pretty much, I'm not going to say at all times, but left over so that all of my bills get taken out from this amount right here. And then whatever is left from this money being taken out, that is what I get to put into my daily cash and my sinking funds. So the $3,339, I know that when my paycheck number 1, which is my October 15th paycheck, I know that I need to deduct $26.96, subtract that $1,669.50, and I will be left with, let's do that right quick, 2,696 subtract 1,669. We're just gonna say 1,669, and that is $1,027, not 200. I wish it was 200, but it's not. $1,027 is what I will be able to put into my cash, daily cash envelopes, and my sinking fund. Okay. Good. So let's go ahead and break that down. And I know you may be looking at this number like, geez, girl, why are your bills so high? $3,339. And trust me when I say, I understand my bills are high right now. However, that's why I'm on this whole budgeting journey. This includes my debt. This includes everything that I pay for every month. Trust me when I tell you that I am working to knock this number down, because I do understand that this number is quite high for my family. And it's just me and my 4 kids. So it is quite high. And I would like to bump that number down so that I can have more money to put into my sinking funds. But until that time comes, this is just what we're working with. Okay. So let's break down my cash folders, or envelopes, not folders. What I like to put in my cash does not change. I know that I'll have my spending. I will have my gas. Oops, y'all, and ignore my handwriting because I know it's a little tacky right now. I'll have my groceries. I will have my household. I will have my beauty envelope. And the last one is my blessings. Okay. So in my spending, I will give myself my usual $15. And this $15 will last me for 2 weeks, because I'm really, really trying to cut down on spending. And the way that I allocate all of my other bills, not bills, but my expenses, I usually will find that I don't really spend as much in just my personal spending category. For my gas, I'm going to give myself $80. For the groceries, now, if you saw my previous video, you saw that I stuffed $150 into my grocery envelope. Well, I'm going to be changing that this time around, and I'm going to stuff $175, because I did notice that I did run a little bit over. And so with that being said, is that I do want to up that just a little bit. So $175 for my groceries. $15 for the household. For the beauty, last video, I didn't stuff my my beauty envelope. And that's because at the time, my kids, no one needed their hair done or the haircuts or anything like that. But this time, since it will have been a couple weeks by the time I get this paycheck, it's going to be time to get haircuts and stuff again. So I'm going to go ahead and put 60 for the haircuts for beauty. I don't typically put myself in the beauty category just because I usually just do my own hair. And I don't really wear like nails and stuff like that. I just like to kind of keep my nails natural. So with that being said, is that usually the beauty has to do with the kids. And on the rare occasion, if I decide to go get like a manicure or something like that. So $60 for the beauty. And then for my blessings, I will put $3. And then sinking funds. So, I'm sorry, before I even get to sinking funds, let's add all of this up together so I can figure out how much I can even put in my sinking funds. So I have $15, turn it back on, 15 plus 80 plus 175 plus 15 plus 60 plus 3. That gives me a total of $348 that will be given to my cash, daily cash envelopes. And so if I subtract that from the 1027, subtract 348, I will have a total of $679 to put in my sinking funds, which is great. So let's make, now that we know what our budget is, and I want to go ahead because I am cuckoo like that. I like to try to put squares around my numbers because I feel it's kind of eye-catching, you know. Is it just me? Sorry, I'm a little off, but it's okay. So these are my numbers. I have my total, which is right here, income. I have my bills already halved, divided into 2 because I only get paid twice a month. And then that number, subtract my bills, will leave me with $1,027, which I'll spend $348 into my cash envelopes. And now I have $679 to stuff into my sinking funds. So now let's flip the page, and on this page we are going to be we're going to be figuring out what to stuff in our sinking funds. So here we have our sinking funds. I have 4 binders of sinking funds, and like I said, I like to keep things a little bit more categorized. And so with my first binder of sinking funds is my kids binder. So for them, the first thing I like to stuff is their allowance. Okay. And so I usually give them $10 per paycheck, and it's just their extra spending money. Usually I buy everything that they need in the house. So therefore this extra $10 is usually for them to buy little snacks, a little games, or Robux, or whatever it is that they want to buy. They do that every paycheck. So kids, I will give them a total of $40. So that's $10 per child into their savings account. So we're going to put this as the kids category. And then we'll have the savings for them. I will give them an extra, I'll be putting 40 into their savings. That's $10 per child. And then in their business accounts, I will give 20 because then that's $5 per child. So that's it for the kids sinking funds. Let's move on to the next binder, which is our family binder, or family fun binder is what I like to call it. So for our family time, we're just going to shorten that and put FT. I'm going to give family time $40. Oh, and as a matter of fact, while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and subtract this number so I can see how much I have left. So we have $679 minus 40 equals minus another 40 equals minus 20 equals minus 40 for family time equals. So we still have $539, which is good. In our eating out, I'm just going to put EO for eating out. I'm going to give $80. My birthday is coming up, and I want to have the kids kind of hang out and kind of go out to eat and stuff. So I do want to put 80 for eating out. So we'll subtract 80, and that leaves us with $459. And so after that, we have holidays. And then we have travel, and then we have gifts, and then we have kids activities. Okay, so in our holidays folder, we're going to give it 100. So we take 459 minus 100. And then travel, we won't be going anywhere, I don't think. So I'm just going to give it 20. So we got 20. And then gifts, I will give it 10. And then for kids activities, we'll give it an extra, we'll give it also 10. So we still have $319 left over. Okay, and so after that, the next sinking funds we will have is, okay, we have the kids sinking funds, family fund. We will have our other important sinking funds, which is our emergency. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn it to the back this side. Okay, so we have our emergency. We have, let's see, what else do we have? Clothing. We have pets. We have grass. Car maintenance. I'm just going to put car main. Medical. Annual. Subscriptions. Home improvement. And then driver's license for my kids. Oops, sorry. So for my emergency fund, I'm going to put in, let's see, what do I want to put in my emergency fund? Then I want to do 25 in my emergency fund. I have a goal of getting to $3,000 in my emergency fund. And so right now I'm only at 1,020. I think. So I will be putting 25. Clothing, we're going to put 10. Pets, we're going to get 15. Grass, we're going to give 30. Car maintenance, we're going to give 20. Medical, we're going to give 5. I just bought prescriptions, not subscriptions. I just bought prescriptions for medication, so therefore I don't really need to put anything major in the medical right now. So we're going to put 5 in medical for now. Okay. Annual subscriptions, we're going to put 15. Home improvement, we are going to put 10. And I pay rent, so a lot of what's in the home improvement has nothing to do with the actual home. because I do pay rent, and so therefore my landlord handles everything. If anything gets broken, the landlord handles it. However, I had a mishap with the dryer that stopped working. So with that being said, the home improvement is usually to fix things like that, like my personal items, my personal appliances that I've purchased for myself and my kids for the home. So things like my washer and dryer, that's mine. My refrigerator, I purchased. Of course, the stove and all that stuff came with the house. But I do have some personal appliances that I purchased that are mine. Therefore, if those things get broken, that is what the home improvement is for. And then driver's license for my oldest, which will need her driver's license soon, I will put 20. So now we're down to 169 that's left to go in the last sinking funds. And the last sinking funds is like my personal sinking funds. So I'm going to give another page. Guys, I'm looking into purchasing a, well, not purchasing, but finding a planner so I can put all of my stuff in. So I have my savings. I have my business. I have invest, tech. I'm going to say weight lifting, weightlift, new car, prepping, home, future, and debt snowball. Okay, so in my savings, I like to give myself 15. So we're going to do the subtract $15 from that. My business, I'm going to give myself 10. Subtract 10. Invest 5. Subtract 5. Tech, I'm going to give 10. Subtract 10. Weightlifting, I'm going to give 5. Subtract 5. New car, I'm not in a rush to buy a new car right now. The car that I have works perfectly fine. However, because my oldest daughter will be driving soon, my plan is to allow her to use my car that I have currently so that she can use that as her car. And then I'm going to give myself a new car. Not like a brand new car, but like just a new car than what I have right now. And so, of course, I am not going to be giving her a new car because I just don't believe that teenagers should have brand new cars right now until they have really shown that they are very responsible at driving and they can drive safely. So she's going to get the older car. Okay. So, I will be budgeting to get me a new car at some point. So new car, I'm going to give myself 5. It's not a big rush right now for it. So, yeah, that's why it's only 5. Prepping, I'm going to give preps 5. For the home is going to get $750. And yes, it's not going to be coming from here. Home is going to be getting the child tax credit. Lately, that is how I've been stuffing this one, is through the child tax credit that they have been giving us every month. So, which is a good thing because that allows me to really stock up on our home. And I usually keep my home envelope is in my checking account. And so I like to put a little bit in my actual physical envelope. But I do have a savings account that is specifically for home. And lately, I have been stuffing the child tax credit in there. So I will not stuff the actual envelope until we run out of the child tax credit. And then when that ends, that's when I'll go back to actually pulling it from my paycheck. But right now, while I have it, I'm going to be grateful for it. And while I have it, I am going to be sending my $750 into my home online savings account. So we have $750 that will be coming from the child tax credit. So we still have $114 left. In the futures folder, I'm going to be giving 5. And then in my debt snowball, I am going to give 20. That means I'm left with $89 to put into my savings challenge. So the last bit will be savings challenge. Now, in my savings challenge box, I like to pull 2 envelopes per paycheck. So since I'm left with $89, that means that I am going to pull, let's see, I'm going to pull 50 and 39. So these will be the 2 numbers. So let's minus 50 minus 39, and boom. That leaves me with a 0 for whatever's left over. I'll be pulling these 2 envelopes for my savings challenge because I know right off the bat that I have not pulled those envelopes yet. So I'll be putting those in my savings challenge. So I'm sorry, I didn't want to make this video too long, and I apologize if it is a little too long, but that just goes to show everything that I'll be doing with that money that I'll be getting on the 15th. And so if you guys see that I counted anything wrong, I calculated anything wrong, please just leave me a comment below and let me know, hey, Mimi, you didn't do that right. But I will be forever grateful and appreciative of any comments you guys leave. So again, if you like what you saw in this video, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, share with your friends and family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.